Yeah, so today I want to talk with you about a specific console, which you can read in the title already, and it is about this beloved big boy, the Xbox Series X. And yeah, I want to talk with you about if that actually still makes sense in 2025, since we're already like 5 years into this generation. I thought I would talk about this since I talked about the Series S quite some time ago, like 5 months ago. I saw that earlier and I was like, you know what? This big boy here deserves some credit as well. And yeah, I want to go with you through the Xbox Series X in general, what this thing costs today, and compare it a little bit to the Series S and maybe the PlayStation. And yeah, talk with you about the mid-gen rollout which they have done. So first of all, I have to say that I own this big boy here. I just looked it up. I pre-ordered it September the 22nd in 2020, which is 5 years ago. I had to send it in once. It was like a half year after I owned this. I had to send it in because it wouldn't power on anymore. I got it back in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. They were ridiculously fast. I cannot tell you if I have received a new one or not, because it doesn't say anywhere. It still has the same serial number from what I can tell, but it's already like, what, 4.5 years ago since I did it, and I never had an issue again after that. The Series X comes with a disc slot, which is very, very good still. I mean, I say that it's very, very good, but I actually have only one game on a disc, and it is Dark Souls 3. But I played it recently, so the disc was just fine. I didn't have to buy it digitally again. But I switched my entire library from digital or to digital once I switched from PlayStation to Xbox, which was also 5 years ago. Yeah, I've been having a ton of fun with this console, but I've seen the new prices and I thought like, yeah, maybe we should talk about that, and which I'm going to switch over right here. We have these consoles right next to each other. We have the three ones, I guess you can see that here, the black, white, and Stardust, or whatever they want to call it. And then, of course, the Series S. So let's check on the prices first. And I want to talk with you about the prices too, because, yeah, I had the... I have the 1 TB option, and yeah, in my opinion, who needs more than a terabyte? I have like right now I have 6 games or 7 games installed, including Cyberpunk 2077, including Indiana Jones, which has like 133 gigabytes. I got 2 Dark Souls installed. I have Elden Ring installed, Crash Bandicoot for my wife, I believe, and the first Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered titles. Yeah, but they do have the 1 TB disk drive option for Carbon Black. If I see this correctly here, they have the all digital version, which costs like $50 less. I think the prices are almost the same in euros. It's 5.99 euros, which is quite unfair because the euro and the dollar right now is 1.17. So yeah, we actually pay more, I guess. I don't know. I didn't do the math, but yeah, we would pay 600, which I didn't do. I believe I paid 500 when it came out, and yeah, the all digital Robot White for 550. Boo! I do not know if this is a if this really is necessary. I mean, it looks cool in white, yeah. I don't know. And then they have the Galaxy Black, that's what they call it. The Galaxy Black with the disk drive and 2 TB storage for 730, 729.99. Yeah. Okay. That's actually a funny thing because, like I mentioned earlier, I have the 1 terabyte, and I still have like what 200-300 gigabyte free space. Um, so that would be, for me at least, if I see this today, that would be definitely a no for me. I don't think Galaxy is also that kind of cool, whatever thing is. So I would stick to the black one if you consider still buying one. But I talked about this earlier. We are 5 years in the console generation. This big boy here released in 2020. And it's simultaneously released with the Xbox Series S, which you can see here. The Xbox Series S is $379.99. It has gotten a big price increase as well. I remember that it was cheaper. I don't know what it costs today, but let me just check real quick on Amazon.com. Boop, 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 boop. Xbox Series S. I think I'm logged into my account, a German account. Oh no, it says English, and it shows you the dollar price. So it is $428. So you can get it still close to 400. Wait a minute, that is the terabyte version, right? Yeah, that's the 1 terabyte version. So let's check if they offer the 512. Okay, they offer 512 with a controller, but there is no price. Interesting. Xbox Series X, XS. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check Amazon.de. That's where I shop because I'm living in Germany. Obviously, you can probably Series S. So what do we get here? New package, Amazon's Choice, $399. That is the terabyte version. 399 euros. What do we have here? 379. So yeah, we generally pay more in Germany. But we have gotten to the point where I think it is. My friend has a Series S, which I told you in the video I've done quite some time ago, like 5 months ago. And I had it here, and every time I go over and I see his Series S, I'm still impressed. And we've been in this console generation for 5 years now. And there will be a new Xbox someday, which is probably in like 2 years or in 3 years. So we are closer to the end of this console generation. And my question here is, do you really have to get the Series X for the last 2 years? Because the Series S is well supported, very, very well supported. I am a huge fan, and if, as of today, if I do not own the Series X here for so long, I think I would go with the Series S. That's my honest opinion. I would see if I can get it on eBay used or whatever, or like, what is that people use these days? Facebook Marketplace. I'm not big in social media, so I don't know how those things call. But I like to order my stuff from eBay sometimes and used, like I did with the lens of this camera, and it still functions very well in my opinion. So you probably could save a little bit. Going back to the official webpage, the Series S could be actually a very, very cool thing, especially in combination with the Game Pass. The Game Pass itself, I do not want to get into here. I have videos about the Game Pass. I made quite a few, like 2 or 3. But in combination with the Game Pass, it's actually quite a cool deal. You can figure out yourself if you need the 1 terabyte or the 512 gigabyte version. I think the 512 is still enough. You have like 2 or 3 games installed, heavy games, like massive games. I'm not talking about like Shadow of the Tomb Raider or anything. They don't use as much space, but you get all this good stuff. You get like up to 120 frames per second if you care about it. I rather have very well optimized games at 60 FPS. I don't care about 120. I'm a casual console gamer. My TV is capable of the 120 hertz, and also is this big boy here, of course. Why did I switch from PlayStation when I was 5 years ago? I thought the Xbox, and maybe you're right or wrong, maybe I'm right or wrong, but it's my opinion. And I think the Xbox Series X overall looks better than the PlayStation. I think the PlayStation for me is more like a little spacey ship, which I do not want to have in this apartment. When they come out with a version which looks a little bit better than I think about it. I actually thought about getting the PlayStation 5 Pro. Then I saw the price and I was like, you know what, I think I might wait on that a little bit. They probably will not get cheaper, but I think the PlayStation 5 Pro, I am not quite sure how well supported it is. I saw something on Mafia, the Old Country, on YouTube. I saw something about Black Feather Kung Wu. I don't know. I always mix those names up. So I think it's the newest here, like Fallen Feathers. Great game. I looked into it, played a half hour, but I never can remember the name. So since all those Wu Kong and Wu Cheng and Wu Long games came out, I'm actually a little bit confused. Yeah, but like I said, I think the Series X is still up today a fantastic deal. So think about it like this: get a PC for the same money. You cannot compare it. Because on PC side you always will be better, but I probably believe that you are going to spend $1,500 at least. For the same Xbox settings, you may pay less, like maybe still below 1,000 or 800 or whatever, but you get a pretty damn good console, which carried me like 5 years. And I still like crazy impressed when I turn this thing on and light my living room up with the TV and have some nice gaming hours. I think the Series X is a fantastic console. I'm glad they brought it out. It is very, very powerful. I don't think it is the most powerful console yet, but I don't see any marketing of that anymore since the PS5 Pro released. I think maybe they took it down. I don't know. The fastest, most powerful. Okay, now I get it. The fastest, most powerful Xbox ever. That is right. That is probably right. This one here is very, very fast, very powerful, plays games crazy well, but also does the Series S. And if you're a gamer like, I want to sit down once a week for a little bit of gaming, I have maybe the Game Pass subscription for a year or whatever, then the Series S is in my opinion the go-to machine due to the price. Things usually do not get cheaper. Like I mentioned that earlier, everything is getting more expensive, and you saw that earlier with the PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't know how much this is. I do not think that the price increase from the Xbox Series X was really necessary. I do not know if that slowed pricing down. I do not want to get into numbers because I don't have them and Microsoft doesn't release them usually, from what I've heard. But I think they could, for the last 2 years, for the last 24 months, I think they could have just like, you know what, we never made money on those things. I believe we make the money from the games and the Game Pass, and the Game Pass is surprisingly doing well. Well, not surprisingly, but it is doing well. I read a lot of articles about it, and they got a ton of subscribers, and I think it's going to pay off for them. So if I would have said it, I would like, you know what, let the console roll out. Let's we don't increase any sales anymore, not today, but in 2 years or in well, it's like 24 months or 36 months, we're going to release the new console and maybe do a little bit of a bigger price increase on that. Like I mentioned earlier with the PC, I mean, if you buy a console and we all say like, oh my God, this is so expensive, and yeah, maybe it is. It's not getting cheaper though. A car is not getting cheaper. Your furniture are not getting cheaper. You are not getting cheaper. You want to pay rise too from your boss probably here and there to afford those things, of course. But they do the same thing because they probably have employees too, employers too, and they want to pay them better, and that's maybe the reason why they also increased the price. One of the reasons probably. So yeah, things do not get cheaper, but I think the Xbox Series S, they should have left it at their old price, in my opinion, just to keep the sales going for the Series S. I don't know if they slowed down, but for close to 400, I'm a little bit like, yeah, there I can't take the machine with me playing on an airport, like let's say the Switch 2, which comes at like 500 or whatever, or even more expensive with the game. Ridiculous. I have one. I will make a video about the Switch 2, especially about handhelds in general. Xbox is releasing one as well with the Rock Ally or whatever that thing calls. I don't know if I can find it here. Yeah, well, they have Jump In. This is all by Microsoft.com, I want to say. So that's, yeah. Just to be clear here, this is all by Microsoft.com, and I'm on the US page right now. That's why I can read all the stuff in dollars, even if I'm in Germany right now. So yeah, we have we have the Series X, Series S. And like I said, I would go for the Series S. Today, I would go for the Series S. I'm kind of sad to see that they increased the price for the Series S. I think I heard about it like a couple of months ago that they are going to do that. I just found out that they really did, and they did quite a bit. And yeah, that is kind of crazy. I got a comment here. I heard the Series S is way better for all Xbox gamers than the Series X, which the Series X is that you can play once a week, whereas the Series S you can play every day and night. Yeah, you can play both consoles every day and night, I think. But yeah, I think I would go for the cheaper version. So yeah, that's what I had to say about the Series X in general. I'm glad I have it. I'm still glad I have it. I kept it protected always in a little shelf, so that way I can sell it better when the new one comes out. Maybe, which I hope they will have, is a trade-in program, so I can get the newer Xbox, trade in this for a reasonable fair price, I'm not expecting that I get my entire value back, but maybe 100 or 150, maybe 200 for a trade-in. That would be great. But we are not there yet. But yeah, I think the Xbox Series S is the way to go today, even if I love this baby boy. And I can't show it enough because I think it is a really, really, really good beast. It's very powerful. I've been playing this for probably thousands of hours now. It still works just fine. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I had to send it in once due to a power issue, which I do not know caused by the apartment here or whatever. I sent it in, I got it back like 5 days. I don't know if this was a new one. I did it like a half year after I got it. Half year after I got it, which was in 2020, September 2020. I pre-ordered. The rollout was, I don't know, November. I can't remember. Yeah, but we talked a lot about the can send me a Series S, please. It's mine, and I probably cannot send this. But thanks for asking. I would love to if I have one over you. It's a nice question. If you send me a PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever, no, I'm just kidding. So let's go one more time through the Series X. We have the 1 terabyte version, the 1 terabyte version all digital, which I would never, ever, ever get. Not because it's all digital, just because in that case, the $50, they don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, even if it has a cool look with a white. But that's pretty much it. The 2 terabyte, and I mentioned that earlier, is absolutely not necessary. 2 terabyte for this machine is, if you are a casual gamer, is not necessary. Absolutely not. And that's what I want to talk with you about. I hope I could make the decision for you a little bit easier. If not, then maybe you just wait for the next console generation. I want to make a video about handheld gaming in general, and I think whoever watched this or will watch this in the future, you have always the possibility to put a comment below, and then I think I talked enough about the Series X. I love this one here. I'm glad I have it. I wouldn't buy a PlayStation now for this machine because I think it's a damn good console. It looks very, very good, very minimalistic. It's just the little cube you have here. It's quiet as hell. Still, it is very quiet as hell. That sounds funny, huh? That's all I had to say. I wouldn't miss it. I think it's a fantastic console. I believe that the Series S is still the winner. I hope you can make your decision a little bit easier. If you do not have one, but you want to get in casual gaming, then I think the Series S is the good edition, maybe in combination with the Game Pass. They have the Game Pass Core Edition. I made a video about this, and right now they include like 25 games for the Core Edition. Also a pretty good deal, I think. I wonder sometimes when people complain like, the gold was better or whatever. I don't know. I never had gold or whatever. I always had the Game Pass, switched it on and off, back and forth. But the Core Edition it's a great edition, 25 games for the couple of dollars, euros or whatever you pay monthly. That's just a service. That's what they charge, but they also give you something. So, I just want to say bye-bye and bye with a special guest. Jakey, come here. That was our special guest today. His name is Jakey. He's my very, very good boy. He's the bestest boy. And I got to go out with him. But I thought I used the time to chat a little bit about my Series X and my Series X experience I've had. Have a great time gaming.